Hey everybody, probably can't see me, but I'll say hi real quick. This is an E200 Razor scooter, and I'll put the links in below. But what we're doing is we're going to upgrade this motor. It's a 250 to a nice beefy 350 watt motor. Okay. We're also going to keep this at 24 volts. That way we can still use the charger. We're keeping the two batteries 24 volts. Total 12 volts. But one thing we are doing, we're going from 7 amps to 9 amps. I'll put that in there. And then we're also going to replace this controller. And we're also going to put a, can't quite see it off screen here, but a variable throttle on here. So it's basically just three things: batteries, motor, four things, sorry, controller, and throttle. 4 items. It's only 3 places you have to order because the controller and the throttle come from the same location. First thing is, I kind of skipped everything. It's pretty easy. There's a couple screws and an Allen wrench that you'll need to get this upper deck off. The back bolts have a bolt at the bottom, so you will need a pair of pliers or vice grips and a Phillips to take the back two off. To take the motor off is 4 Phillips, and then let's just get to the battery. So the wires are soldered on, okay? So you will need some wire cutters. You just snip them off at the best length possible, and you purchase these little blue female pieces that just snip right on, and then you crimp them onto the wire, and then they just slide onto the new batteries, okay? I did it real simple. I did each wire one at a time. I clipped this one, put the blue one on, and then I clipped this one on, put the red one on, and I clipped this one and this one on. First things first though, disconnect the power right here. All these plugs, what's really great is they're all different, so they only go into one slot. So as you can see, this one's the one connected to the battery, disconnect it. You'll see this one, brown and blue, disconnect the switch from the motor. Okay, so battery, I kind of got ahead of everybody, real simple. Next you want to unscrew the 4 bolts here and then thread it. There is a hole here with a nice waterproof washer on it. In the front's a little easier. They have a little sliding door that everything just slides in and out real nice and easy. But the issue is this plastic piece will not fit through that hole in the back. So if you have an eyeglasses flathead screwdriver, you'll look in the front here and you will see there is a small rectangle on the bottom of the metal tab. Okay, you're going to push up on that and force the wire out. There we go. What I do is I actually give it a push and I'm sliding kind of downward to force that tab in. So there's one. So I kind of start about halfway down the actual contact and slide down into the hole till it stops. What that does is it kind of presses that little tab. There's number 2. If you look on the end of these, you'll actually see a little tab that pops out that grabs everything. Okay, so that one is done. And put that away. Close that up. Okay, now let's just do the chain. There's a chain tightener or tensioner on here. So loosen that up. Then I am able to somewhat twist this and take the chain off the small sprocket. Okay. This chain on there good. There we go. Now it's off. So now I'm able to lift this up, give it a little twist. This motor was super dirty. Let's get lots of mud puddles. And then as the wire just kind of pulls out the back. Give it a little push and pull, I guess. Like I said, there is a little rubber washer that you're going through, so it is tight. They really did think of making sure they didn't want any water going in there where the battery and the electronics were. That down over there. Alrighty, previously I took the old kickstand off, and you will need a very substantial Allen wrench. Husky brand is what I got. Very large size, fits right in here, unscrews very easily, screwed it right back on because we're going to try and save this and use it later. The issue is, the reason we do this is that the motor is, new motor is too big, and there is a bracket right here that holds the kickstand that the motor will hit against. But also, the brake cable is also here in the way. So, I have a little like mini socket set for my drill. That was not going to cut it. Of course, out of the three I pick, it's the other one. It's the one I can't see in the toolbox real quick. There it goes. Ta-da! Socket on this side. You will need an 8mm open-ended wrench. 8mm open-ended wrench to put on the other bolt here. Okay, and you are going to take the brake connector off. My fingers off. Go. Now what I do here is I back this bolt out. Okay. The brake. There's a small spacer unit that they put in. This little spacer unit, and it'd be great if I could cut this in half, I think, but we can actually do without it. So I take the brake mechanism and move it to the inside now. Thread everything back through. And now we have officially moved the brake cable just enough out of the way so that the motor should fit in. I'm going to tighten this back up. Whew, this time I'm going to use the closed end. Boom, all the way against the wall. There we go. 8mm done its job. That's done its job. Put this back on. Get that out of my way. Okay. Now for the fun, which I didn't plug in previously. I'm kind of leaving the controller and everything plugged in just for now because I'm trying to do one thing at a time. Okay. And the brake still works just fine. It's a drum brake. Wish it was not, but what are you gonna do? Now we get this bad boy. So, one over here. Plug it in. It's plugged in prior. It was held on in 2 spots. And if I recall, I think I did better when it was turned on its side. Yes. Okay. There we go. Everything dumps out. certain. Yeah, they really put it on good. It's so funny, so it's so thin right now. Check something out real quick. I love this. It takes forever. Too much fun, huh? This is a big piece of metal. more piece. These came off no problem. This piece is being a pain. Don't touch it, it's hot. I think it's nice and easy, but these things are solid steel. So keep going. Not touching it. Woo, the heat. There it goes. Still not gonna touch it. Wowzers. Okay, I'm gonna turn it one more time. Put this thing on the floor. It's gotta be hot. Ooh. And my little chair right here. Surprising how comfortable these are with the pads on them. Okay, still peek underneath now. Turn on the side one more time. Get it all nice and cleaned up. There we go. Okay. Well, looks pretty good actually. there's a super duper sharp piece. And I can see. I'm gonna try and get it. This, by the way, is the front little door to the front. All the little electronics that go there. Deal with that later. See if I can smooth this little piece off and make it a hair safer. Not putting there that way. Nope. Well, it ain't gonna happen, I don't think. Go like this and shoot around my face. Well, the only thing I didn't grab was a file. So let's see if we can nail it down with a file. Alright. Only reason is because I believe the cable for the motor is going to go right by this thing. We've run this before. Love going in the water. Okay. How's that side looking? Cleaned up just a hair. One-handed, come on. Alright. Well, kickstand's up. Now, for the wonderful world of masking. Okay.